So first things first, a boy that was 15 years old was chased down, robbed, pistol whipping, and killed. Saddened my heart. Check it out.
Heartbroken tonight after his teenage son was shot and killed in Hayward, and now he wants answers. He wants justice.
Now, our crime reporter Henry Lee joining us now live in the newsroom after talking with the man about his heartbreaking loss here. Henry.
Yeah, Mike and Heather, he was only 15 years old, a high school student who liked sports and wanted to go to college. But those dreams are no longer, and Hayward police are looking for his killer.
It's hard to sleep. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't been working. I haven't done anything. I can't.
Brandon Fank is struggling to cope after his 15-year-old son, Dominique Fank, was shot and killed in Hayward. He's mourning a young life lost, one full of potential.
He wants to play sports. He was on the football teams and basketball. He played everything. And he's already in music. He already made videos.
Fank says his son was robbed.
Nah, fam, listen. I haven't seen this. I'm reacting to it for the first time. Shout out to everybody for the super chats. I'm definitely going to be reading the super chats shortly. The minute that you start seeing your son, let me just say this. The minute that you start seeing your son, and that doesn't validate him getting killed or being chased down and none of that. So that's a completely separate issue. But the minute that you start seeing your kid go down a path and they start saying they want to be a rapper and they start wearing hoodies and scullies and then posting online and stuff, yo, get him up out of there, bro. Get him up out of there. The first thing that my dad did when he seen me going down the wrong path and getting involved in stuff and I wasn't supposed to be involved in, he pulled me up out of there and he sent me to private school. Straight about the hood. And he was like, nope, I was just about to go buy this car. I felt bad to the mug too. He said, I was just about to go buy this car. But instead of buying this car, I think he wanted a new Thunderbird at the time. May not have been a Thunderbird. Might have been something different. Instead of buying this car, he went and put me in private school. He said, nope, I'm getting you up out of there. The hood not about to take you under. Not you. Not you. Your life is going to be much better than what your circumstance is. Not you. So thankful that I had a strong father in my life. I'm so thankful that I had a strong father in my life that made decisions not based off of what I wanted, but made decisions based off of what was best for me. And then I learned to appreciate it as I got older.
Pistol whipped and shot and killed at a girlfriend's home where 4 adults and many other teenagers were present.
I mean, yeah, I thought adults would be able to, step ahead and wouldn't let anything like that happen. I know I wouldn't let anything happen in my house.
The shooting happened at a home on 2nd Street near Sylvan Glen Court at about 2 in the morning on Wednesday. Fank's son, known as Damo, was killed, and a 13-year-old boy 2 in the morning on
my house.
The shooting happened at a home on 2nd Street near Sylvan Glen Court at about 2 in the morning on Wednesday.
I don't advocate or I don't shame the victim, but this is also partly on a responsibility of the parents. My 15-year-old can't be out hanging out at no 2 in the morning at some unidentified crib. Under no circumstances. And again, I'm not blaming the parents for him getting killed, but we gotta be parents, man. We gotta parent our children, and we can't be their friends. We cannot be their friends. No. Your curfew is this. This is the time you're gonna be home, so that you don't even be in a position to get killed at 2 in the morning at somebody else's crib that I don't even know. Never, ever, under no circumstances, never.
Fank's son, known as Damo, was killed, and a 13-year-old boy was shot and wounded. Hayward police have not reported any arrests. I've learned investigators are looking into whether the shooting was gang-related. Fank says his son was not in a gang.
He knew some people that might have did some type of gang affiliation.
Dominic had his whole life ahead of him. He would have been a junior this fall at John Swett High School in Crockett, where he played football. He wanted to be a barber as a side job. He loved his twin sister.
She's not staying with me now. She's calling me a couple of days in the middle of the night, crying, talking about her twin. So I just try to let it go one day at a time.
Fank wants whoever is responsible to be arrested.
Hopefully they have justice. I mean, that's what I want.
This father is just a little too nonchalant for me. What up, Quentin? What up, everybody? Slimmy in the building, all of my friends and family I see. This father, honestly, when they interview these fathers, the fact that they even on camera and then they just be talking nonchalant, like, yeah, man, I thought it was going to be cool. These fathers and these parents just be too nonchalant about the fact that their kid just got pistol whipped, robbed, and killed at 2 o'clock in the morning at 15 years old. I don't understand it, man, honestly. And I know my take is supposed to be all sympathetic and stuff, but I genuinely don't understand what the heck be happening, bro.
I want to know that he could have did anything he wanted to do.
Now, a day after Dominique was killed, 2 other teenagers were shot at Mission Industrial in Hayward. One of them, who's 18, is on life support. Hayward police say the 2 incidents do not appear to be related and are asking anyone with information in either case to come forward. Mike?
Anyways, that's what's happened over there in Hayward. In addition to that, it's 6 attackers that gunned down a man in a quiet Philly neighborhood and unloaded over 30 shells into him. Check it out, man. It's crazy in these streets. These young people is into some crazy stuff, bro.
Let's go to Delaware County now, where an Upper Darby neighborhood is shocked and shaken up over a deadly shooting. The victim, just a 22-year-old man. And Jeff, there were nearly 30 casings found at the scene.
Yeah, the attackers were running and shooting. Look, our region continues to struggle with easy access to guns and gun violence, this time in Upper Darby, where a young Philadelphia man is literally chased and gunned down. The people living in the collection of homes around Upper Darby's Penarth and South Keystone Avenues have spent their lives here. The quiet of this community of large stone homes was pierced in the early morning hours.
I was sleeping and I heard all this pop, pop, bang, 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 pop. Boom, boom, bang, bang, pop, pop.
Boom, 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 bang, bang,
fireworks,
bang, bang.
Fireworks, my foot. Gunshots.
Repeated gunshots echoing in the dark as police say 22-year-old Jamie Reed of Philadelphia was chased along Penarth by 6 attackers, some spraying gunfire. He dropped and died on this patio of an 88-year-old homeowner.
We believe that was the scenario, that they were lying in wait for him to come out. Something got him out of the building there, and that's when they approached him.
A bullet struck this sedan near the home where Reed died, and just around the corner, a bullet tore through a grill and struck a window frame and wall. Grill, window, wall.
Yeah.
What do you make of this?
It's just crazy. The most I'm glad of is I wasn't sitting in that spot.
Because had you been,
I wouldn't be here.
none of the residents was injured. Investigators believe the attack was sparked by a dispute in Philadelphia, which spilled into neighboring Upper Darby. Police are scouring for video to ID the shooters, while a resident, asking not to be seen on camera, feels something's been lost in her lifelong community.
And we have, the mischief, the eggs, the flat tires and things.
Ooh, look at them ankles. I know I'm supposed to be focusing on the man that got killed, but good God, what's going on with them cankles? No wonder she didn't want to be on camera. It ain't had nothing to do with snitching. It had everything to do with cankles. Them cankles, man. Jesus Christ. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Things like that, but nothing like this. In my whole life, nothing like this.
Police do not know the nature of this dispute, but it ended like so many, with gunfire, with bloodshed, violence, and eventual death. In Upper Darby at the police department, I'm Jeff Cole, Fox 29 News.
And then last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Hurricane Beryl through Jamaica. Check it out. I don't know if y'all familiar with this, and I don't know if it's anybody that got any relatives or visitors over in Jamaica, but check on your people and make sure that they're safe, man.
Hurricane Beryl has laid ruin to islands across the Caribbean. So Jamaica was braced for the worst. It delivered more of a glancing blow than a direct hit in the end. But those who lived through this storm won't forget it anytime soon. Were you scared?
Yeah, we were scared. It was terrible. Strong wind, building tearing down, all them stuff.
I'm so obsessed with Jamaican accents. Strong wind, building tearing down. I got to figure out how to talk like Jamaicans. That's my next thing. I'm going to focus on Jamaican accents just as much as I focus on just as much as I focused on Brandon Johnson and Eric Adams and stuff like that.
We're still alive. Nobody no get no hurt. That is the greatest.
Are you worried that more storms might be on their way?
Yes, because this is The earliest storm we ever get. We never look for a storm so early. But as them say, God works, so we can't do nothing.
People battled to return to their homes and assess the damage. The wind may have subsided, but water proved a more stubborn foe. Some were left in no man's land, as others worked together to repair the damage. They've had these storms before, but in September, never in July.
What was worse, the wind or the water?
The wind. The wind. Water all right, but the wind, wicked.
Are you worried about the fact that this happened so early in the season?
Yes, and so quick. Very quick.
Will you get help from the government to repair?
Well, I'm not sure about that still. I feel like the people around here have to go do their own thing.
Much of the island was left without power, and petrol stations remain shut. At Jamaica's international airport, the main terminal is now without much of its roof.
Jamaica may have escaped.
Is that the main airport over in Jamaica?
The very worst of Hurricane Beryl, but the cost of repairing and rebuilding these communities will be significant, and the people here know that worse storms may well be on their way.
Grace, mercy and forgiveness is a...
Anyways, that's what's going on over in Jamaica. Pray for your people over there in Jamaica. If you got some over there, I was hearing about some people over in New York that was stuck in Jamaica in a hotel while this whole hurricane thing was going on. So be very, very careful, and be careful when you travel. Check the weather when y'all travel too. A lot of people be traveling to places and they don't check the upcoming weather. They're not trying to understand whether or not it's going to be hurricane season or anything like that. But ladies and gentlemen, that's your Quick Hits.